Here's the 3 worst nightmare homes that could tank your wallet and your health, and the 4 best homes that'll build your wealth and your happiness, and save you thousands at the same time. So give me a thumbs up if you're good with that. These facts are based on real data, real buyer feedback, and my 36 years of experience in the real estate market. So let's start with the not so great side of the market. The homes that could cost you big time. Number 1, the most notorious types of homes to avoid are those that are in flood-prone zones. Now, these properties, they often are built in low-lying areas, near rivers, or even drainage systems that are outdated. And these might seem like a bargain at first, and maybe they're 10 or 20% below the market value, but under the surface, they're riddled with risks. Chronic water damage, it leads to mold growth, which just isn't a structural issue. It can actually cause serious health issues and like respiratory system issues or allergies for you and your family. And insurance premiums skyrocket. Sometimes they're doubling or more. And FEMA flood maps, they actually make resale nearly impossible without massive disclosures and discounts. I've seen owners in Florida hit with repair bills exceeding $50,000 after a single storm, and property values that drop 15 or 30% overnight. That's when their zoning changes and it gets labeled as high risk. And previously flooded homes, they rarely appreciate well. They turn into what should be your nest egg into a sinking ship. This is a disaster that's waiting to happen. Number 2 is another major swing and a miss. Now, this is a home that's near industrial facilities or high pollution areas or those that are close to factories or highways or airports. Now, that might appeal to budget-conscious buyers, but their lower prices and the urban convenience, that comes with a hidden health and financial hazard. Constant exposure to the noise, the air pollution, chemical runoff, that can lead to chronic issues like asthma, stress-related illnesses, or even life expectancy that's reduced. Property values, they stagnate or decline, and regulations tighten when buyers prioritize cleaner neighborhoods and miss your house if you go to sell it. So I've tracked cases where homes in these undesirable zones actually lose 20% in their value over 20 years, while the rest of the market is booming. The resale is tough because lenders require environmental hazards and they have assessments, and this adds thousands in costs. Plus, ongoing maintenance for things like soundproofing or air filtration, that eats into your budget. It's not a terrible spot for short-term rentals, but as a long-term home or an investment, those are things you gotta weigh out. Time has not been kind for this type of home, and it doesn't hold up to more desirable options. Is any of this helpful so far? Just let me know. Put it in the comments. I really do appreciate your support, and I just want to keep you away from the bad case scenarios. Number 3 is the third type to steer clear of is the outdated fixer-upper, especially if it has major structural flaws. Such homes that were built in the 1970s and earlier, they have old wiring and asbestos insulation, or maybe even lead pipes. These charmers, they lure many DIY enthusiasts with their vintage appeal and their lower entry prices, but often they're going to hide the expensive horrors. Everything from electrical fires to old wiring, health risks from asbestos exposure, and that's linked to cancer, or plumbing failures causing water damage that can really lead to building costs of $100,000 or more. Building codes have evolved, so bringing an old house up to standard, that means permits, inspections, potential liens if it's not done right. And values don't appreciate as fast because modern buyers, they want turnkey properties. I've seen homes that have sat on the market 2 and 3 times longer, selling for 10 and 15% less than the comps. If it's a well-maintained historic home, that's completely different. If it's a flawed fixer-upper, it's best to avoid these unless you've got deep pockets. Go ahead, comment below if you've ever owned one of these money pits. Okay, now that I've gotten the worst ones out of the way, I picked the hottest day to film this. But let's talk about the home types that truly stand out. I mean, the ones that buyers love, the ones that investors love, the ones that grow in value over time, and the ones that you'll be happy with for the long haul. So leading the pack is the energy-efficient modern builds. Many of these homes, they were constructed after 2010, and they feature Energy Star certification, which typically will save a homeowner 20 or 30% in energy costs. It also promotes a healthier lifestyle compared to some of the older homes. Newer homes that are designed for low maintenance and durable materials, they resist wear and they last longer. And in growing neighborhood, values like this type of home, they actually appreciate 5 to 10% faster compared to other homes in the same exact market. So it doesn't matter if you're raising a family or working from home. These are the types of homes and the types of properties that future-proof your house and make it feel more efficient. Now, another gem to look out for is a single-family home in up-and-coming school districts. Why? Because these properties, often located in the suburbs with top-rated schools, bring major improvements to a family and increase their resale potential. So look for features with spacious yards, updated kitchens, and proximity to parks, because these will deliver excellent livability without sacrificing your investment for growth. And just remember, homes in the best neighborhoods can actually see a 3 to 7% annual appreciation as families flock into those areas. Now, one minor note is HOA fees. And many people, they're rabid about the HOA, but overall, this type of home is a solid choice for long-term living. Now, the flashy McMansions, they may grab the headlines and the sales prices, but if you're looking for something that's a little bit more upscale and timeless, a mid-century modern, well-maintained home in a stable neighborhood, that could be a win. So look for open floor plans, natural light, and quality craftsmanship from the 1950s to the 70s, but at least the property has to be updated for today. And these homes' value have been holding strong and often appreciating 7 to 9% yearly, as many of these most desirable properties are in desirable areas. Just remember, this isn't a one-size-fits-all scenario. And last but not least is, in many parts of the nation, the mass appeal of brand new construction homes, it's still very strong. Why? Because new homes, they offer unbeatable benefits like modern energy efficient designs that slash utility bills and customizable floor plans that are tailored to your particular lifestyle, and warranties on everything from appliances to the roof. And it gives you peace of mind and low maintenance since everything is brand new and it's fresh and it's up to code as well. Now, the potential for home values and growth in many new home communities, it's greater than average. And many times we find that the incentives that a builder may give you and the upgrades or the closing costs help from builders, this makes new builds a lot more affordable right up front than you even thought it would. But guys, here's the crucial tip. Just don't stroll into the builder's model unrepresented. Well, why do you say this, Jerry? Well, data shows that using a local real estate expert, no matter where you live, when you're buying a new construction home, actually secures a better deal because that expert has the expertise in negotiating with builders. They know the good, the bad, and the ugly. They know the ones to stay away from. They also know the incentives. They understand the true market values, and they identify upgrades that on-site salesperson may not even offer to the unrepresented buyers if they just walk in off the street. Now, the cold, hard facts are the data doesn't lie. The facts just don't care about why you overpaid. So don't get hit with the stupidity slap. And that's why I always tell people, no matter where they're building, no matter where they're buying, team up with your local real estate expert who knows the market like the back of their hand. They know the ins and outs and which builders deliver quality craftsmanship and which ones don't. That's more important. They can show you what red flags to avoid and which community is overpriced and which ones have add-ons and which communities shine way above the top. You don't want average, you want way above average. Now remember, when you walk into that model home, you may love that silver-tongued salesperson that's on site who works for the builder, but is working in the builder's best interest, not yours. As I said, the model salespeople would love to sell you something. And people say, yeah, that's what realtors always say. But the fact is, the expert knows every single community, the good, the bad, and the ugly, not just one community. So the question is, what if there's a better option for you? In many cases, the real estate expert's going to save you thousands of dollars. And also, you want to be sure you consider all locations, all amenities, and resale value to ensure that you're making the smartest investment for your future. In the grand scheme of real estate, there's far more winners than there are losers. Just remember, the deal of the decade, it may sound rare, but it happens about once a week, guys. So if you're prepared and you know where to find them, you'll get one. Guys, it's hot out here today and I've been sweating. I'm making these videos here for you, so I hope you're enjoying them. And if you're out house hunting and you found this video helpful, make sure you hit that like button and support this channel because there's over 1,400 super helpful videos here for you. And if you subscribed, guess what? I'm going to see you in the next video. Take care, guys. We're here to help.